Dear students, I welcome you all for your today's English class. In today's class, I am going to teach you the lesson Water, the elixir of life. Elixir, what's the meaning of the word elixir? Elixir, a substance believed to cure all ills. Here, water is considered as a substance which can be believed to maintain life indefinitely. This is a lesson written by Sir C.V. Raman. Sir Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman was an Indian physicist born in Tiruchirappalli in the year 1888, 7th November. He carried out groundbreaking work in the field of light scattering, which earned him the 1930 Nobel Prize for Physics. He discovered that when light traverses a transparent material, some of the deflected light changes wavelength. This phenomenon, subsequently known as Raman scattering, results from the Raman effect, and to commemorate it, February 28 is celebrated as National Science Day. In 1954, India honored him with its highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna. Yes, Sir C.V. Raman, a great Indian physicist, framed the phenomenon Raman effect. For that, he got the Nobel Prize in the year 1954. Water is an important element for the human beings, plants and animals. Man has through the ages sought in vain for an imaginary elixir of life, the divine Amrita, a draught of which was thought to confer immortality. Draught means famine, imaginary elixir. See, water is considered to be the most important substance of everybody's life. But the true elixir of life lies near our hands. Yes, the divine Amrita. Water is considered to be the divine Amrita. Divine means holy. Amrita, a very rare substance which cannot be available at all the time. Nowadays, the present situation itself shows that water is considered to be the most important. For it is the commonest of all liquids, plain water. Yes, plain water, a common liquid which is needed for each and every one. It is in the hands of us to save water. You know why? The earth's beauty lies in the earth's beauty and earth's heart lies in the rivers which flows all over the world. When the river flow is stopped for a while, when the river flow is stopped on earth, the entire area becomes drought. Wherever the river flows, that place only seems to be greenery, and it saved the life of earth. Water has many. The geologist tells that the entire soil of the Nile Valley is a creation of the river itself. Yes, already I told you that the earth's beauty lies in the flow of river. How does a river flow? The river flows from the mountain, and that is the rainfall makes a river. The rainfall makes a river to flow with water. Water has many different characteristic qualities. When you see that water adds more beauty of the countryside as water, be just a little stream trickling over the rocks or a little pond by the wayside where the cattle quenches their thirst of an evening. Some of the tanks which is filled with water, when you happen to see that, they are surprisingly large, and it is a beautiful sight to see the sunrise or sunset over one of them. Water in a landscape may be compared to the eyes in a human face. It reflects the mood of the hour, being bright and gay when the sun shines, turning to dark and gloomy when the sky is overcast. River flows only brings the sand. When the river flow was stopped, the area where the river flowed overthrough becomes dry, and that area would be filled with will be filled with sand. So, like this only, the deserts are forming. When the river flows through the particular place, wherever the river flows, it makes a place beauty. It makes a place beautiful by making the plants vegetation to grow. When the dams are filled with water, it seems to be very beautiful. One of the most remarkable facts about water is its power to carry silt or finely divided soil in suspension. This is the origin of the characteristic color of the water in rain-fed tanks. This color varies with the nature of the earth in the catchment area, and is most vivid immediately after a fresh inflow following rain. Swiftly flowing water can carry the fairly large and heavy particles. The finest particle, however, remain floating within the liquid in spite of their great density and are carried to a great distances. Such particles are, of course, extremely small, but their number is also great, and incredibly large amounts of solid matter can be transported in this way. Water is carried out from the mountain and it runs as a river in valley, and it brought down the silts. Silts means a small particle which is carried by the water when it flow through the mountain, and it is highly fertile. Such land consisting the silt as are called as alluvial soil. Such land consisting as it does of finely divided matter, it's usually fertile. The flow of water has undoubtedly played a great part and a beneficent one in the geological process by which the soil on Earth's surface has been formed from the rocks of its crust. Yes, the soil, when the water flows, it is highly helpful for us. But when the water flows with high speed, it causes soil erosion. Soil erosion is not at all good for the land, because when the water flows with high speed, it carried away all the minerals which was deposited at the layer of the earth, and it makes the land unfertile. So, in the unfertile land, the farmers cannot produce any crops. So, the flow of water in the river must be controlled by planting more trees and by encouraging the agriculture. Soil erosion is one of the most cause made by the river which is filled with water. So soil erosion can be controlled by planting more trees. The government has taken necessary steps to control the soil erosion. The systematic planting of suitable trees in every possible or even in impossible areas, and the development of what one can civilized forest as distinguished from wild and untamed jungle, is one of the most urgent important needs of land. Such plantation would directly and indirectly prove a source of untold wealth to the country. The agriculture land is India is India is agricultural. India is mostly the agriculture based on agriculture. Agriculture is a backbone of India. So, how can we improve the agriculture means by improving the wealth of the soil, the wealthy condition of soil. So, once a soil erosion occurs means we should eradicate that first so that our country can be a prosperous country. Soil erosion, sometimes the river waters are carried and it was deposited in the sea without any use. That should be avoided. That measures should be controlled. The movement of water and conserve the supply of it. It should be measured. It should be measured. By far, the cheapest form of the internal transport in a country is by modes and boats, and we should encourage the internal transport or internal water transport so that we can avoid the river water mingling in the sea unnecessarily. Students, the continuation of this lesson will be explained further in another video. Thank you, students.